let's have one more song for the highway. One more song for that lonesome road. Let's have one more beer before we get us out of here. Let's have one more song for the road. You know I sure miss you, honey.
Now I'm a concrete cowboy.
Well, welcome back on. Thank you, Cummins Cowboys. Another adventure. This time we're down here in Atlanta. I just got finished up here, so we're gonna run up the road to Manchester, Tennessee, grab this cheese, go on out to Houston, Texas for Monday morning, right? So let's go.
I don't want that real deal. I want the fake shit.
Channel 21 for the real deal. Got that hard rock, got that white smoke. Channel 21 for the real deal. I'm shooting step all the way from West Memphis, Arkansas. My lab bill, Channel 21 for the real deal. I got that hard rock, I got that white smoke.
I ain't never seen no purple smoke.
I came back in now to get my bar of soap, but I didn't want to embarrass everybody. Like a paper cut to leave them.
What's the 20 on the real deal?
Take my cafe. I know what Molly has.
Alright, here we are, Flying J, Resaca, Georgia. Well, that was fun, wasn't it? I'll tell you what, man, it CB is something else sometimes, man. Yeah, and then two guys were going at it all the way from Atlanta to Cartersville, man. They were just so I captured a little bit of that, and I'll probably put it up in another one of my CB Rambo videos. You know, I used to make those on my old account, people like, but it was usually me starting crap. But now I'm just recording the real CB Rambos, and maybe I'll jump in there a little bit, kind of harass them, but you know, it's funny. Anyway, yeah, so this something to pass the time as we go down the road, you know. But anyway, so we're gonna stop here. It's you know, next Sunday starts a new pay period, so we're gonna do our trip sheets here. Right, and yeah, let's see. And of course, we gotta do our transflow and, you know, send out our paperwork that we just did. So.
I was raised in the north, but I got something down in my soul. You hear me? I was raised up north, but I got southern down in my soul. I know how to boogie woogie, do that low down rock and roll. Now listen here, I ain't never bit no cotton, but I know how I hound chase a coon. Some of y'all don't know what I'm talking about. I ain't never bit no cotton, but I know how a hound chase a coon. All right. I done had me a woman under that big old this now. I love my grits in the morning, and I'm crazy about my.
Alright, I had to stop off here at Mont Eagle real quick and fill up the reefer. And we're gonna drop it, you know, at the cheese place there, and only had a quarter of a tank, so I get kind of upset when you do that. So anyway, I forgot to fill it up back at the Flying J. So anyway, that's done. So let's go ahead and we'll go get that load, and we'll start heading that way. Good morning, everybody. It's Sunday morning here. We just stayed here in Manchester last night. Hung out with my buddy there, Randall Hughes. You know that he's some of you probably know his channel over there. So if not, I'm gonna check that out. Anyway, so. Well, we got this cheese, and well, we're gonna get ready to go here. So we got about, honestly, about 12-13 hour driving time anyway. So, well, we'll start down to Houston at 9 a.m. and we got 2 drops down there tomorrow. So, alrighty. Just made up my bed here and we're getting ready to go. Oh yeah, look at this. This is crazy. I was doing our pre-trip and look at it. Freaking our pipe must have flew right off there. Like, what the heck? But yeah, well, I guess it'll be alright till we get back and put a new pipe on there. What you got there, Smith?
Alright, bud, appreciate it.
There's a nice truck there, Tim.
Alright, thank you.
Olive green. I love my grits in the morning, and I'm crazy about my collard green. I'm a big feet eating brother, the big feet eating brother you'll ever see. I was raised in the north, but I got southern down in my soul. Oh Lord, I was raised up north, but I got southern down in my soul. I know how to boogie woogie, do that low down rock and roll. I ain't nothing but a country boy at heart. Look here now. I drink my wine from a bottle and my Kool-Aid from a mason jar. Oh, oh. I drink my wine from a bottle and my Kool-Aid from a mason jar.
Okay, so it's lunchtime here, and let's see here. We'll open up the fridge, and we got all kinds of selection here, and then those are frozen, so we don't want to mess with that. I think we're gonna go with the barbecue, Lloyd's barbecue sandwiches today. So here's my little investment. Oh, it's $30 at the truck stop. I love this thing. So we're gonna put our barbecue here in the oven, or stove. I'll let that sit in here. Oh, about 10 minutes or so. And we'll have our lunch ready to go. Okie dokie. Now we come back and scoop up our lunch here. That's it. It's a nice hot barbecue sandwich. We'll eat this and back on our way to Houston.
I met her out in Nashville at a country music club. The last thing on my mind was that little word called love. But when we hit the dance floor and I looked into her eyes, I knew this Texas boy and her would never say goodbye. I taught her how to two-step to that good old western swing. We argued whether Elvis or Bob Wells was really king. And we agreed.
Westbound, what's going on? Is construction or what? Eastbound, what's going on over here?
To disagree, and from that moment on, we found a place between us where we shared a common bond. We just go to Texas, Tennessee, a state of mind where we can clearly see. Love's not always eye to eye, and when we disagree, we just go to Texas, Tennessee. 11 short years later and we're still in Tennessee. Snuck up in the holler, just her, the kids and me. We've had our share of ups and downs along life's rocky road, but when we don't agree on things, we know where to go. We just go to Texas, Tennessee, a state of mind.
Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, and I made it down just in here to Orange, Texas last night. Well, we're about an hour and a half out of Houston right now, so we're gonna go ahead and get on in there and finish this thing up this morning. Alrighty. We'll talk to you all later.
We can clearly see love's not always eye to eye, and when we disagree, we just go to Texas, Tennessee. It's not on a map, and it ain't got no zip code, but it's more real than anything our hearts have ever known. We just go to Texas, Tennessee, a state of mind where we can clearly see love's not always eye to eye, and when we disagree, we just go to Texas, Tennessee.
we got some problems. Called me into the office shortly after they put me in the door, and I was like, it's supposed to be like a $300 lump or so, and I'm like, there's no way they're done. They had 22 pallets, and so I go in there and they say, oh, your load is warm. They say your whole trailer is 60 degrees. I'm like, what the hell? I say, it's been reading 34 the whole way down here, like it's supposed to. And so, anyway, I'm gonna take it over to Thermo King and get a readout done on the reefer and see if we can figure out what's going on here. I don't know. Alright, so we went to Thermo King, got the readout done, you know, everything came back okay. So the equipment was functioning and the reefer was cooling the whole time, you know, between 34 and 37 degrees since it was loaded. So basically what had happened was that the product had gotten set aside before being put on the trailer and warmed up and got put on the trailer warm. And even though the trailer was cool, reefer trailers are not designed to cool product. They're designed to maintain cold product, so it cannot cool down the product that's already hot. So what happens is they send me up here to this place, and we're supposed to, because see, the second stop has 2 pallets. First stop had 22 pallets. They rejected the 22 pallets. The second stop had 2 pallets. Well, the 2 pallets from the second stop came from a cold storage, were put on the trailer, taken to the other warehouse, and then loaded. So those 2 pallets are, there's nothing wrong with them, because they came from the cold storage, and we know they were cold. And so what we was going to do is come up here to this place, and they was supposed to pull these 22 pallets off, get the 2 pallets, put the 22 pallets back on the end, put the 2 pallets on the end of the trailer, go deliver that tomorrow, those 2 pallets, and then take the other ones back to Tennessee where we got them from. Well, when I showed up at this place, and they're like, no, they said they got 20, because they didn't even have a dock. All they had was a forklift and a pallet jack, you know. So they're like, no. And so we didn't know you had 22 pallets to move, and so we can't do that. And so we called, anyway, after all, I guess these phone calls were going on between the offices and whatever. We're going to go to the second stop tomorrow, and it's a really small place, but they're going to run down one side, take half of them out, get to the front, get their 2 pallets out of the front of the trailer, and then run the other half back down, and then we'll take that and return it back to Tennessee. So, you know, it's cheese. It's been 60 degrees, you know, is what the temperature is, but it's probably, the product is probably going to be okay. I'm saying it's not like spoiled, you know, cheese is not going to go bad like that. So, you know, we'll take it back to them, and they'll do what they'll do with it, whatever they want to, you know, do with it. But here at this customer, you know, they're very strict, and if the temperature is not right when they receive it, you know, when it gets there, then they just reject it, and that's what happens. So, but I don't think there's anything to be anything really wrong with the product. So, you know, they'll do with it whatever they want. So, anyway, that's where we're at. We're gonna go deliver these 2 that we know are cold, and then we'll just take the rest of it back. So, kind of sucks, but like I said, that's a prime example here of, you know, that's trucking, and sometimes these things come up, and you know, so I get paid either way. I get paid to come down here, I get paid to go back. I don't care. I mean, you know, it kind of sucks for the customer because they really need it. You know, there's 22 pallets of cheese that, you know, they really needed it today. But, you know, they just can't, you can't accept cheese that's 60 degrees. So, or at least they won't. So, anyway. So I guess that's pretty much the end of the story for this one, and thanks for watching, and we'll catch y'all next time.